Welcome to the U.S. Cellular Center in downtown Cedar Rapids. It's time for the Class 3A quarter semifinals. And on this court, number one, we will have the number 8 seed, the Union Knights, taking on the number 5 seed, the Mount Vernon Mustangs. We'll let you know all about them when we come back. You're watching the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, live on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right, you decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up!
Game on.
They say our idea of fun is morning tea.
And afternoon tea.
And anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action.
And when we study, we're not exactly grounded.
But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more.
If you want fewer aisles and more value.
Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Back to downtown Cedar Rapids. The U.S. Cellular Center is our site. It's starting to get ruckus inside here as we get set for this Class 3A semifinal on court number one. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Vernon, and I'll be with you throughout this Class 3A semifinal. As I mentioned, it is the number 5 seed, Mount Vernon. Let's start there as Mount Vernon got here by defeating the number 4 seed, West Liberty, in a crazy 5-set match yesterday. Before that, they were the number 7 ranked team in Class 3A coming in. They were the Class 3A Region 5 champions. They defeated number 6 New Hampton, who was a favorite to get down here to Cedar Rapids, defeated them in 5 sets. So it's been 5 sets so far for Mount Vernon, their last 2 to get down here, and then their first here. So maybe Mount Vernon just needs a 5-setter to be able to advance here today. They're 8th in Class 3A in kills, and they're also 8th in assists in Class 3A. They have won 16 of their last 17 games with a 34-10 overall record are the Mount Vernon Mustangs. Their opponent is the number 8 team in Class 3A. It is the Union Knights. Now, Union is really playing with house money. They defeated one of their conference rivals and a favorite to not only come down here but contend for a state championship in Dyke, New Hartford. One of those, kind of like Western Christian, it's one of those machines of a state tournament berth machine of a program, and Union was able to get past them, and they are 31-11 on the year. They have won 13 of their last 14 games. They lead Class 3A in kills with 1,287. They are second in Class 3A with assists with 1,162. They were the Class 3A Region 4 champions. I've mentioned they beat number 4 Dyke New Hartford 3-2 to get down here. They were ranked 13th in that match. That was 13 versus 2. And they gave Davenport Assumption a little deja vu yesterday as they defeated the Davenport Assumption Knights in 5 sets. Davenport Assumption back-to-back years. Last year it was Osage who outs them in 5. Osage has moved down and is still in the Class 2A field. We will see them later on this evening. Well, we've punched 4 tickets to the championships so far. Cedar Falls in West Des Moines Valley in Class 5A, Sergeant Bluff Luton in Western Dubuque in Class 4A. Now we're going to find out who is going to be the first to punch their ticket in Class 3A. Let's go downstairs here in a moment to Gina Rogers, our public address announcer here at the U.S. Cellular Center. One of the best in the business will give us our starting lineups here. This is the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. You're watching right here on the IGHSAU Digital Network. Thank you so much for joining us as we get set for this Class 3A semifinals. Now let's go downstairs to Gina Rogers for today's starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's 2019 Girls State Volleyball Semifinal matchup featuring the Union Knights and the Mount Vernon Mustangs. Now fans, let's meet these players and coaches in today's matchup. First, the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Union Knights. Number 6, Aubrey Gates. Number 8, Jaden Bush. Number 13, Belle Olson. Number 15, Bailey Falk. Number 22, Ellie Wilson. The assistant coaches are Barry Jesse and William Hinson. And now the starters for the Knights. Number 2, Sam Glenn.
Welcome back upstairs. The Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Starting lineups, though, are brought to you by Buena Vista University. Located in Storm Lake, Iowa, Buena Vista University prepares students for lifelong success through transformational academic, professional, co-curricular programs. Schedule your visit today at bvu.edu. That's bvu.edu. Buena Vista with our starting lineups for this Class 3A semifinal. Well, we're getting set. Mount Vernon will be wearing the maroon on the right side of your screen. Union will be wearing the white on the left side of your screen. The Mount Vernon Mustangs out of Lynn County are in the WAMAC East, so they get good competition over there. Finished 4th this year. Maggie Wilms the head coach. The Union Knights also in a pretty good conference, the North Iowa Cedar League East, as we mentioned, same conference as Dike New Hartford. Finished second only to the number 4 rated Wolverines. 31-11 so far, 7-1 in conference. Brian Jesse in his 10th year here at Union. He is 296 and 106 and making his 7th appearance at state with these Union Knights. His first 3 years did not make a state, but since he's been at Union, he spent 10 years there, and 7 of them have been here in Cedar Rapids, or ended here in Cedar Rapids. And we got a net violation to start off with, and the first point will go to the number 8 seed, the Union Knights. Lexi Knowles will go back to serve. Nolan, will go back to serve, a sophomore at 5'6", serving for Union, and a nice dig, but it's going to go down as a kill. Sliding there was Sophie Winklepeck, but the kill instead went the way of Mount Vernon Cameron Ellison. The junior at 5'10", middle hitter, picks up her first kill of the afternoon, and we are tied at 1. It is Winklepeck who just has to bump it back over to the Mount Vernon side. Now a errant serve, just allows a free ball back to Union, and that one is into the net. Was it tipped? No, it went straight into the net and back down. Jasmine Bush gave it a ride. No, it was. It was tipped, so Jasmine Bush is going to get a kill, and it'll be a point to Union. It was blocked out of bounds, so it goes down as a kill as to Jasmine Bush, who then went to serve. Another big strike there from Lauren Schrock. That time into the net and out of bounds, and it will be a point for Union. And we will get to see Jasmine Bush, the senior 5'8" middle hitter, serve once again. A beautiful serve that was dug all the way back to Union and tapped over the net. Beautiful play there by Bella Weber. And she tapped that one back down, and the number 8 seed, Union Knights, coming out strong here to start off set number 1. Beautifully dug out, but a little bit soft going back over the net there by Bella Weber. And it'll be a point for Mount Vernon, a much needed break there for the Mustangs. Coach Maggie Wilms trying to direct her team. Ace serve, our first adrenaline ace serve of this match. $5 going to the IGHSAU to support future state events. If your group is interested in fundraising, give Adrenaline Fundraising a call. First serve, first ace serve I should say, and then that time going towards the back line a bit long. So it'll be a point for Union, who will hang on to their 2-point lead. Going back to serve is Sophie Winklepeck. Black now for the Union Knights, a jump serve and over. Taken by the Mustangs, who will set it up with Summer Brand, who set that one right up for a perfect kill. From number 15, Lauren Schrock, her first. Mustangs back to within 1. The serve is on the way, and it's long. Back-to-back errant serves for the Mustangs. That one out of the hands of Kaylin Babcock. And it gives the point right back to the Union Knights, as we see Bella Weber serve for the first time. Big dig, comes back. Jasmine Bush has to just push it, free ball it, sort of back to Mount Pleasant, or Mount Vernon, and they're able to set it up and slam it home. Jory Randall will go back and serve now the libero for the Mount Vernon Mustangs. And she has a nice serve, which is tipped out of bounds by Allie Driscoll of the Union Knights, and we're tied at 6. So just like that, it's 6-6 here in this Class 3A semifinal. Randall will serve again, awkwardly taken in the back row, It's set up for a big strike there from Lexi Nolan. But Mount Vernon is able to return it. Again, set up to Nolan. And she will get a kill. Lexi Nolan with her first kill. Allie Driscoll will go back to serve. The junior 5'3" setter. Comes in with over 1,000 assists this year. She's one of the only ones that sets for Union, and that one sent just long. An errant attack. And Union with a 2-point run now back in the lead by 2. Allie Driscoll will serve once again. She's got a long run back to the front row so she can set it. This one comes over, but it won't be allowed to as Cameron Ellison smacks that one home for her second kill. Right off the block and in. That will send back number 5, Rachel Axtell, to go back and serve. Junior 5'7" defensive specialist, playing in her 101 set so far this year. And with that, it will be a point for Mount Vernon as that one makes it out of bounds. Tipped on the railing back there. Jasmine Bush was there to return it, but it can't touch anything, and it did. So back-to-back points now for Mount Vernon, and we're tied. Here's Jasmine Bush just laying one over. It's touched 3 times, but not over the net for Mount Vernon. And Union ends the 2-point run with a point of their own, now 9-8. Both teams with a couple of 2-point runs here. Can Union keep it going and get another one and lead by 2? No. As we'll be tied at 9 as that serve is a service fault. Will go into the net off the hands of Bella Olson, the sophomore defensive specialist. That's an IMT substitution as Olson will go out now, thanks to IMT, sponsoring all substitutions today. Learn how to be worry-free at imtins.com. Lauren Ryan in to serve now, the junior at 5'7". Will send it over the net. It will be set up by Driscoll over to Jasmine Bush, who will attack it but won't put it down. Mount Vernon returns again. Bush, this time a kill. Jasmine Bush finds her second kill of the afternoon. Lexi Nolan will go back to serve, sophomore at 5'6". Will serve this one up for the Knights, and that one sent long on the attack. So the Knights back in the lead by 2. They're going to check on it. It will be sent long. So it is 11-9. They had to check with the official to make sure it was sent long, but it was. On double check. That one's over. Bumped up one time. Here's Jasmine Bush. Back to the Mount Vernon side. Hello, that's a kill. Lauren Schrock, the junior at 6'1", outside hitter, has just over 450 kills this year. 2 of them have come tonight, this afternoon, rather, I should say. That one's sent long. Service fault. Seen a lot of those from both of these teams. Trying those more risky serves, trying to find the back row, tiptoe that line, but they've been heading out of bounds. Jasmine Bush back to serve here for the Union Knights. This one set up to Lauren Schrock, and that's a no-doubter straight to the floor. Schrock with kill number 3 for the Mustangs. And they've got it back to within 1. Summer Brand back to serve now. The maroon jerseys with white. That's on the line and in. That's an ace serve, our second Adrenaline fundraiser. Ace serve. Fans with every ace served during this tournament, Adrenaline fundraisers will donate $5 to the IGHSAU to support future volleyball events. If your group is in need of a fundraising help, give Adrenaline fundraiser a call, as that one now sent out of bounds. So a point there for the Knights. That is the 5th service error between both of these teams we've seen, and we've only played 25 points between both teams. We're about to start our 26th rally. And that one is sent long, just barely. Make that 6 now service errors between both teams, and we're tied at 13. In for an IMT substitution is number 9, Caitlin Babcock. She will go back to serve. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Jasmine Bush will take it off the serve. And it's set up for a beautiful kill there. Belle Weber. So Weber smokes one home. Now she'll go back to serve, the junior outside hitter. Nearing 500 kills on the season for the junior. And we've got a whistle. Into the net was Union. And a point for the Mustangs of Mount Vernon. And we're tying at 14. The libero, Jordy Randall, will go back to serve. In the air. On the line and in. Back row kill for Weber. Give that Weber her 3rd kill of the afternoon. As Allie Driscoll will go back to serve now again for Union. Back and forth we go. This has been an exciting one so far. Nobody really has the advantage. Just been a back and forth tilt between two teams vying for a spot in the spotlight tomorrow. And Jasmine Bush a little bit short on that one, pushed it into the net. 2:30 p.m. is when one of these two teams will play for a state championship tomorrow afternoon. We're tied at 15. Number 5, Rachel Axtell will go back to serve. She jumps and sends it over the net. Taken awkwardly there by Union, but Jasmine Bush is able to free ball it back over. Randall touches it once. Set up, blocked to the net. Twice. Blocked once by Jasmine Bush. It came back to her, and then she slammed it home for a kill, her 3rd, and a lead for the Union Knights. As Belle Olson will go back to serve. Number 13, a sophomore serving for a Union. It's returned by Mount Vernon. Jasmine Bush will hit it over. She attacked it, but didn't get all of it on it. Now she'll get another one, this time on purpose, just the finesse over the net. What will Mount Vernon do? They will just return it with Maddie Cranston. Here's Jasmine Bush. Another big strike. Randall handles it nicely for Mount Vernon, and that will get over. It's tapped over by number 10, Cameron Ellison. Lauren Schrock will come back in as an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Also back in Lauren Ryan, who will go back to serve for Mount Vernon, the junior at 5'7". On the back line, she will give a little hop as she sends that one over. This one will get down. An ace serve for Lauren Ryan, our 3rd in this court, $15 so far on our court, heading to the IGHSAU to support future volleyball events. And make that 20. Back-to-back ace serves for Lauren Ryan. $20 and a timeout for Union. We'll be back. You're watching the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At Casey's, we're here for early mornings and Friday nights. Here for the firsts and the traditions, through the good days and the tough times. We're here for the people who are here for each other. Casey's, here for our town, here for good.
Now at Casey's, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $9.99 each.
Back to downtown Cedar Rapids. It's the IGHSAU Digital Network. Powered by Mid-American Energy. This is the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we're going to start with a serve into the net. That's the 7th by both teams. service error as Lexi Noland will go back and serve here for Union. And that's floated over. Don't always got to smoke it, says Lauren Schrock. And she just floats it over the net and finds her 4th kill as Cameron Ellison will go back to serve. Over the net. A little bit awkwardly taken there. It just has to be free balled back to back to Mount Vernon. And it just floated over the net there by Schrock. Battle for it at the net. That one's laid in. Jasmine Bush lays it over and in. And that's a point for Union. And Jasmine Bush will go back to serve. Here, serving Mount Vernon over and in. Sarah Romberg, her first. And the Mustangs, the first to 20. 20-18 is our score. Who has got an advantage right now? Nobody. Well, I guess you can give Mount Vernon the advantage with the score. And make that an ace serve. The 3rd and the last since the timeout for Mount Vernon. Another $5 going to the IGHSAU, courtesy of Adrenaline Fundraisers. Give them a call for your fundraising needs. There's a big strike, but it's blocked, and Mount Vernon will return. Nope, can't quite. Lauren Schrock just didn't quite get enough on it to get it over the net. And the big run there from Mount Vernon will end. And Union now will come back and serve this one up with Sophie Winklepeck. And that will be an ace serve. Timeout, Mount Vernon. We'll take one as well. You're watching the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Businesses are hiring DMAC grads.
DMAC's tuned into what the employers in the central Iowa area are looking for. They offer those courses and degrees in those areas that makes it very highly marketable.
A majority of jobs available just require the technical skills, the hands-on skills that you get with a 2-year degree. DMAC is more a model of the future because the students are employable right away.
I think DMAC does a great job of preparing you for life.
DMAC, life's calling.
To downtown Cedar Rapids. It's the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. The state tournament is presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Sophie Winklepeck will serve once again, following an ace serve, and got Union back to within 1. Can Mount Vernon extend the lead? Sophie keeps it alive. Winklepeck with one arm over the net, keeping it alive. Battle for it at the net. And that battle at the net went to Union as they were able to get it down. Now who's going to finish the point? Another big dig on the Mount Vernon side. And that one won't be able to be dug out. As a big kill for the Mustangs. Number 15, Lauren Schrock. Feels like we've been calling her name all night long, and she'll leave now in a substitution. Schrock with 5 kills, which leads the match so far. This one's set up and floated over for a return from Union. Now what will Mount Vernon do on offense? They send it long, but it was touched. Long, but it was touched. Mount Vernon leads by 3 now. Union wants a timeout. Coach Brian Jesse not happy, but he will take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. 23-20 is our score in favor of the number 5 seed, the Mount Vernon Mustangs. Both of them technically upsets to get here. Union's been upsetting the whole way. All the way here to get to Cedar Rapids. Mount Vernon, though, in that 5-4 game usually can go either way. Usually, I mean, technically 5/4 is an upset, but a lot of times the 5-4s are pretty evenly matched. Pretty similar teams. That's why their seeds are only usually one spot apart there. And that one went the way of Mount Vernon. We saw that match was evenly matched because they went to 5 with West Liberty, and West Liberty gave Mount Vernon everything they could handle. Big dig again for the Mustangs. Can they lay it over? No. Jasmine Bush helps out to return that collision in the backfield for Mount Vernon, but it's kept alive by Union, and it's in! It's in! That one's dug out by Bella Weber. How did she do that? She kept it alive. 23-21. And that might have been a set saver for Union. As instead of being 24-20, it's 23-21. Now if you're Union, you got to get another one at least. Put into the back row by Driscoll. Blocked to the net and out of bounds. Point for the Mustangs. Natalie Welsh with the point, 24-21. Mount Vernon will get 3 set points. Union will have to score 3 straight to extend set 1. Can they do it? Driscoll sets this one up. It's blocked to the net, saved by Union, and just floated over. Mount Vernon will have an opportunity to set up their offense. Now it's blocked and it's in. The final kill will go to Cameron Ellison. Set 1, Mustangs, 25-21. We're back for set 2 right here on the Mid-American Championship Network. It's the championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right, you decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hey, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team, and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU Digital Network. The IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Give you a little history in this series. Since 2011, the series has been dominated by Mount Vernon, 8-2, including both matchups this year already. And Mount Vernon has both of them in tournaments. And 4-1 set advantage for Mount Vernon. Actually, added the last one, 5-1 set advantage so far this year for Mount Vernon over Union. And student sections were going after it in the break. What do you like to see? Two huge student sections, and it's going to be Jasmine Bush who starts off set number 2 with a kill. Both student sections, I can see maybe 1 or 2 chairs, 3, 4, and most chairs open within those student sections. And then this one's sent long. Service errors were a problem for both teams in set number 1, and we start off with one right away. As we were tied at 1. This one will be a serve now for Cameron Allison. Set up to Jasmine Bush. Dug out back. Natalie Welsh. The teardrop over the net and in for a point. Excuse me, that was actually 15 Lauren Schrock. Call her name all afternoon long. Up to 6 kills now. Oof. That one incredibly smacked down. Point for the Knights. Big kill there. Jasmine Bush with her 6th. Lexi Nolan served it. Now Nolan a big dig. Back-to-back digs by Lexi Nolan. Keeping the ball alive. But the point will go for the Mustangs. Double hit now on Jasmine Bush. Big digs there out of Lexi Nolan, though. The sophomore not really showing her age here at the state tournament. Summer Brand. Wow. Lauren Schrock. Don't change. That was awesome. Lauren Schrock just leaned back and found the open space, smacked that one home for her 7th. Serve coming over, Summer Brand. Serving it up again. Driscoll will set it to Bush. That one blocked and out of bounds, and it will be a point for Union. And Union back to within 1, 4-3, as Bush will go back to serve now. Only a couple of seniors. Ace serve! Jasmine Bush. Another $5 going to the IGHSAU to support future state volleyball events, courtesy of Adrenaline Fundraisers. Jasmine Bush will send this one over, taken awkwardly by Randall, and it won't be returned. Another point for the Knights, who open this up with a 1-point lead now. Jasmine Bush sends it over. Lauren Schrock blocked at the net, came back down, hit off of a Mount Vernon player and out of bounds. That will go down as a block for the Knights, and they lead by 2. 6-4. This one's set up. Lauren Schrock. Nobody was catching that one as Schrock slams it home. She will now leave as number 9, Caitlin Babcock, will come in to serve. Babcock, an IMT substitution. All substitutions are brought to you by IMT. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Back to action here. Driscoll set up nicely there to Weber. Mount Vernon is able to dig it out, though, in return. Beautiful dig by Driscoll. And it's set back up, and it will lead to a point. That is your Kruger Seeds dig of the match by number 4, Allie Driscoll. Huge dig turns into a point. Next time you're in the need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. That is your Kruger Seeds dig of the match. Back to volleyball action. That one's blocked on the line and in. Huge block. It was an attack by Maddie Cranston. Blocked by the Knights. Lands on the line and in. And all of a sudden, the Knights have come knocking with a 3-point lead here in set 2. A crucial set, as that one is out, just barely out. But it goes out. Jory Randall will go back to serve for the Mustangs, who are able to get the serve again. Driscoll sets this one up. Big smack there by Weber. Now Mount Vernon will return. This time it's Natalie Welsh. Welch knocks one home, her fourth. And the Mustangs are back to within one. Jory Randall will serve again from the middle of the court. Beautiful serve, dives down deep, takes a nice little dig out to be able to keep it alive for Union. That one will not be able to be kept alive though, as Cameron Ellison smokes it, her fifth. And it's an 8-8 score now. Out. Service error, point to the Knights. Weber will go back to serve. Bell Weber to serve. This one's taken by Mount Vernon. It's dug all the way back to the net and falls harmlessly. The Mount Vernon bench wanted Mount Vernon to be called for an over-the-net violation. Their hands over the net and on top of the ball, but the reason why that's not going to be called, I believe, is because I don't believe their hands ever touched it. We'll touch more about that here in a moment, as that one is smoked down by Cameron Elson. I don't believe that their hands ever touched that ball, therefore it's not a violation. I believe that ball just hit the net and came back down. Is the reason why the violation is not called. That's in, a serve. Number 5, Rachel Axtell picks up her first ace. $5 more going to the IGHSAU from Adrenaline Fundraisers to support future state volleyball events. This one's set up by Driscoll. It's poked over. Mount Vernon will return, and a kill for number 2, Maddie Cranston. Cranston picks up her second kill of the afternoon, and all of a sudden going from trailing to a lead by 1 here for Mount Vernon. The Union crowd trying to get up and lead their team back in the lead. But right now, trailing, and another ace serve back to, 2 in this service rotation for number 5, Rachel Axtell. Picks up another one and another $5. The IGHSAU nearly had a third one there, but Jasmine Bush will return it, but return it out of bounds. And so it wasn't an ace, but it was another point for Mount Vernon. Union needs a timeout. They will take one. Big lead now for Mount Vernon. We'll be right back. You're watching the IGHSAU State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Iowa Public Television is the home of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Championships. We bring you live, uninterrupted coverage of the state championships in volleyball, basketball, soccer, and softball. Plus special features highlighting the Iowa girl. Catch it all on statewide Iowa Public Television, on air or at iptv.org.
Back to downtown Cedar Rapids. Beautiful and much warmer than we did at the beginning of the week. Cedar Rapids. The U.S. Cellular Center is the host for the 2019 IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, which are presented by our friends at the Iowa Farm Bureau. And that time serve sent long by Rachel Axtell, so the timeout maybe frees her a little bit. She sends it to just a bit long. But 4 straight points and it was a 3-point lead, now a 2-point lead for the Mustangs. Here in a very crucial set number 2. Can the Mustangs take a 2-0 lead, or will the Union Knights come back and win the second one? Jasmine Bush says, "Come on, girls, we got this," as she smacks one home. And finds a kill, her 8th. This one rolling over the net. Mount Vernon saves. Kind of an opportune there for Mount Vernon, but Jasmine Bush says, "Here, That's what the ball was supposed to do, go straight to the floor. It was number 6, Summer Brand. She was just running to her position, and all of a sudden the ball came falling over top of the net and right in her lap, and she bumped it up. They kept it alive, but Jasmine Bush sent it home. There's a kill. Cameron Hellison picks up her 7th. IMT substitutions coming in. Lauren Schrock comes in. Also number 7, Lauren Ryan comes in, and Ryan will go back to serve. So Schrock goes back into the front row. Ryan goes to the back row to serve here for Mount Vernon. We're in the maroons on the left side of your screen. Union's in the whites on the right side. Jasmine Bush is blocked at the net. Kept alive by the Knights. Awkwardly taken, but a floater from the 10-foot line. Again, Jasmine Bush is blocked at the net. Now Driscoll just pushes it over. Another layup taken by Union. What will they do with it? Lexi Nolan puts it back over to the Mount Vernon side. Schrock, who just entered the game, re-entered the game, I should say, puts it over. It's blocked off Mount Vernon and out of bounds. Last touch by Jory Randall. The libero for Mount Vernon, and Union has battled all the way back after the timeout. Battled all the way back. We're tied at 14. Over on the other court, Kemper took set number 1, 2-0. Or excuse me, took set number 1, leading 1-0 now. And Lauren Schrock sends this one to the net. And Union now leads by 1. In set number 2, it's all Kemper as well. Kemper leads 11-4 over Red Oak. After the departure of, that's in for an ace. Ace serve on the line. And timeout Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon now trails by 2. We'll talk more about that when we come back. You're watching the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Crowded lecture halls? Not anymore. Southwestern Community College is a different place. It's where we break from traditional college to do what's best for your career. It's about teaching the way you learn, having fun along the way, and giving you the experience you need for what comes next. A job and an income in as little as 1 year. That's why you go to college in the first place. Southwestern Community College. Your career starts here. Check out SWIC's career-related programs at swiciowa.edu/yourcareer.
Back to Cedar Rapids. It's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and streamed live here at the IGHSAU.com by the Mid-American Championship Network. Well, Union fans, you're back in the lead, but only by 2. As this one will be sent over. Lauren Schrock back onto the scoreboard with her 9th. Schrock finds her 9th. What we were saying about it earlier is after Union got the win and Assumption departed as the number 1 team, that leaves Kemper as you see a nice kill there by Lexi Nolan. Kemper probably your favorite right now, but we play the games for a reason, and that's because it's whoever comes out at that time and plays better volleyball. Right now, these two teams very evenly matched. Mount Vernon with another kill. Schrock again, her 10th, now into double digits. She ties Jasmine Bush with the only 2 that are in double digits. Summer Brand back in. Mount Vernon back to within 1. This one's poked up in the air. And put in. Beautiful kill there by Belle Weber. Nice for Belle Weber, picking up her 5th. And that'll send Jasmine Bush back to serve here for the Union Knights. Over. It's set up. And it will be returned by Bush. Schrock pushes it over. Nice diving save. No. They're going to say that hit the floor. Schrock will have now a match-leading 11th kill. IMT substitutions. Number 2 is Maddie Cranston, who's in. Also number 9, Kaylin Babcock, who will go back to serve. Babcock's a senior defensive specialist. She will serve both IMT substitutions. Be worry-free with IMT, IMTINS.com. Jasmine Bush, now Natalie Welsh, will push it back over for Mount Vernon after Bush got it to the Mount Vernon side. A little scramble by both teams. Cranston, battle for it at the net. Goes back to Cranston, and she sends it long. That one sent long. That was one of those close ones. But we know it went long because our official told us to, or told us so. Some of the best officials, actually the best officials this state has to offer down here in Cedar Rapids. And they are the best. Driscoll floats this one over the net, taken by Mount Vernon. Now Welsh, blocked, scrambled, pushed over by Weber. Welsh again. Jasmine Bush pokes it in the air, and that one won't be able to be caught by Union. Mount Vernon, another point. Back to within 1 here in set number 2. Jory Randall to serve. Randall pushes it over at the net. It's battled for it. And it'll be a point for the Knights. So Belle Weber will go back and serve. Weber floats this one up. Driscoll takes it. Slammed. Kept alive. No, the point's going to go to Mount Vernon. Double hit on Union. Mount Vernon again back to within 1. They just keep trading points. Number 5, Rachel Axtell will go back to serve. Axtell will put this one in the air with a jump serve. Taken by Jasmine Bush, now set up by Driscoll. And it's in. It's in. It's a kill for number 6, Aubrey Gates. The freshman gets her first kill of the match. 74 sets on the year for Gates. As a freshman, came on a little bit late with her freshman year. Jasmine Bush sends that one towards the court, but it's dug out. Back the other way. Cranston sends it over now. Bush floats it. Is it on the line? Yes! It's on the line and it's in. Jasmine Bush with her 11th kill of the match. And the Union Knights have jumped out in front big here in set number 2, 22-19. And that'll be a point for Mount Vernon as they'll get one back. And you say, well, it's only 3 points. How do you say big? Well, big because Union only needs 3 more to finish it off. Well, that was a big point there for Mount Vernon to get back to within 2 because they've got to outscore Union here. They've got to get to 25, which is 5 points away from them before Union scores 3. Unless they both get to 24. Then we will play to 26 and so on. There's a big strike. Lauren Schrock will push it back in the air. They'll give it right back to Schrock. She'll float it in. It is kept alive for a moment. Bush in a battle for it at the net. Bush will send it over. Randall touches it one time, set up, and smacked home by number 10, Cameron Ellison. Her 8th. And going back to serve is number 7, Lauren Ryan. She'll go back to serve here for, and there's an ace. An ace serve for Lauren Ryan, and we're tied at 22. Another $5 going to Adrenaline Fundraisers, or going to the IGHSAU from Adrenaline Fundraisers. If you need fundraising help, give Adrenaline a call. Let's take a break. The IGHSAU Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. We're watching the IGHSAU State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At Waldorf University, we are warriors. On campus and online. In the classroom and on the field. Our work today will power tomorrow, continuing a rich tradition started in 1903. And once you're one of us, you forever are. Waldorf University, we are warriors.
Welcome back to Cedar Rapids. The IGHSAU State Volleyball Championship is presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. 22-all. Lauren Ryan to serve, just picked up an ace serve a moment ago. Driscoll to Bush, that's in. Jasmine Bush throws it down. Advantage Knights. 23-22. Sophie Winklepeck will send this one over. She hops, she serves. An ace serve for Winklepeck. 24-22. Set point for the Union Knights. Can they tie it at 1? Or can Mount Vernon make a comeback? 2 set points Mount Vernon will have to overcome. They got to go 2 in a row. They go to Schrock. It's blocked into the net. And it was 4. It wasn't blocked. It was straight into the net. Back to Mount Vernon. 4 hits. That will do it. 25-22. We're tied at 1 in this battle to see who's going to play tomorrow at 2:30 in just under 24 hours from now for a state title. We'll come back for set 3 right after this. This is the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships on the Mid-American Championship Network.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up! Game on. They say our idea of fun is morning tea. And afternoon tea.
And anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action.
And when we study, we're not exactly grounded.
But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more.
If you want fewer aisles and more value.
Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Hey, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu.
Back to downtown Cedar Rapids. Are we destined for 5 sets? We'll find out. We're tied at 1 through 2. Both of these teams had to go to 5 to move on here to the semifinals. In for Mount Vernon, they won in 5. Actually, both teams. Union beat Dyke New Hartford in 5 in the regional semifinals also. So both of these teams, since the regional finals, now here to the state semifinals, have had to go to 5. So can somebody win it before we get to 5? Or we'll have to play 5 one more time? I'm good with 5. Sounds good to me. That is a kill to start things off for Union, who's got all the momentum in the world. Sam Glenn showing that they got the last set win, and they come out with some spunk here in the second. But we'll be tied at 1 as that was tipped. Lauren Schrock will find her 12th. And it'll be number 10, Cameron Ellison, who will be back to serve. This one's poked in the air. Jasmine Bush. Now Glenn will just push it over. Floated on the floor. There'll be a point for Mount Vernon. So after Union come out and took the first one, Mount Vernon with back-to-back. And serving again is Cameron Ellison. And that one will float up and out of bounds. A point for the Mustangs. So 3 straight now for Mount Vernon to start off set 3 after Union took the first. This one's over. Driscoll will have to run a long ways to get it. Jasmine Bush will just plop it over. Here comes Schrock. Dug out. Driscoll. Floated back over by Lexi Nolan. Schrock floater in. Schrock floats it right to the pink inside the 10-foot line. The front row there. And it's now 4-1. 4 straight points for Mount Vernon. And that will end the run. Service error. 4-2. So for Union, gave up 4 straight, but you're only down by 2, which is fortunate for you. And try to take advantage of it as Jasmine Bush. Randall takes it. This one's set up and floated over. Driscoll, nope, point Mount Vernon. Double hit against the Union Knights. 5-2. Number 6, Summer Brandt. Back to serve. This one's plopped up in the air. Weber over at the net. Glenn says, let me deposit that one back to the floor. And Sam Glenn will find her second, both of them in this set. And that will send Sophie Winklepeck back to serve. Randall takes it, so from libero to libero. Natalie Welsh over, taken by Bush. Driscoll sets it up. Back row, out. Was it tipped? No. Union said, I think it was tipped. No tip. No tip. 6-3 the score in favor of Mount Vernon. This one's over, taken by Bush. In the air. And it will get down for a kill. Jasmine Bush. Belle Weber will go back to serve now as Jasmine Bush gets the kill. Floated in the air. That's down. Natalie Welsh slams one home. And after Union cut off the run, Mount Vernon comes back with another point, make it 7-4. Jory Randall will go back to serve here for Mount Vernon. And that's an ace. Jory Randall with her first ace serve of the match. Another $5 to the IGHSAU to support future state volleyball events. If your group is interested in learning how to grow your fundraising, give Adrenaline Fundraising a call. So Jory Randall with her first ace. And it's 8-4 in favor of the Mustangs. At the net, it's blocked. Mount Vernon will take it. They're the ones that are going to have to push it over. They do get it over. It was Maddie Cranston. Now scramble for it on the Union side. Natalie Welsh didn't get all of it. Doesn't make it over the net. And it's a point for Union, who's back to within 3. Substitution number 11, Laura Remke will come in. That's an IMT substitution. All substitutions are brought to you by IMT. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Cranston's blocked to the net. It will end back on the Mount Vernon side, and Cranston this time will just float it over. Driscoll puts it up. Jasmine Bush over and down. Natalie Welsh went after it. She might have slipped a little bit, but she's not able to catch up to it. 8-6 now the score. The Union's got it back to within 2. Jory Randall takes it one time. And again, can't get it over the net after the set there from Summer Brand. And Union is back to within 1. It's a dogfight right now between two very good volleyball teams. There's a kill for number 10, Cameron Ellison, with her 9th kill. She's one off a double digits. She will join only Lauren Schrock as the only other Mount Vernon player with double digits. Double-digit kills, I should say. I just want to go back. It's an ace. An ace serve for number 5, Rachel Axtell. Axtell with her 4th ace serve of this match. Between her and Brand, they have 7 of them. Mount Vernon's got 9 aces as a team, just themselves. Lauren Bush puts one down, a couple of sliding saves there for Mount Vernon. Cranston's the one that has to get it over. Now Bush in the back row, it's out. Was it tipped? No, they say. The Union bench wanted a tip, not gonna get it. Mount Vernon has quietly opened up a 4-point lead here in set 3. Jasmine Bush. Couple of nice saves there for Mount Vernon, and they're going to return. Bush again blocked at the net. Back-to-back big saves. Cameron Ellison blocks it at the net. Timeout, Union. Mount Vernon by 5. This is the state volleyball tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At Casey's, we're here for early mornings and Friday nights. Here for the firsts and the traditions, through the good days and the tough times. We're here for the people who are here for each other. Casey's, here for our town, here for good.
Now at Casey's, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $9.99 each.
Back to Cedar Rapids. It's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Championship Network. Thanks for joining us. Sarah Negestal with you here on court number 1. Laura Rempe will come back in for Union, and number 5, Rachel Axtell, will go back to serve here for the Mount Vernon Mustangs. Floated up, Bush over and in. Jasmine Bush knows exactly where to put it. Her 14th kill. Belle Olson comes back in. 2 Bells on this team, Belle Olson and Belle Weber. You don't see that with a name like Belle very often. You might see 2 Rachels on a team or 2 Abbies on a team. This one's saved by Bush. No, it's not. It's a point for the Mustangs, 4-hitter on Union. But you don't see 2 Bells on the same teams. Wonder if their parents are friends. One's a sophomore, one's a junior, so maybe Belle Weber's parents named her Belle Weber, and then Belle Olson's parents like, yeah, I like that. A year later. This one's floated up at the net. A battle for it. Ellison puts it over. Here's Bush. Yes! A kill for Jasmine Bush. Her 15th. And Union has got it back to within 4. Serve over. Set up. Ellison is blocked. Double hit. No, lift, excuse me. A lift is called. So a lift is called, which makes it now a 5-point game. 5-point game in favor of Mount Vernon. Jasmine Bush diving, makes a nice save. Up in the air. Over, who's gonna save this one? Yes! Oh man, Lexi Nolan with a nice save. Now can they finish it off? They do. Killed by Belle Weber. Weber picks up kill number 8 for the Knights. And Jasmine Bush will serve here for the Union Knights. This one's set up. Taken by and out. It was returned back to the Mount Vernon side, and they just couldn't return it, pushed it out of bounds. Points in favor of Union, and it's 14-11. Jasmine Bush serves it. Can they get Schrock back in business? She is. Lauren Schrock back in business. Gets a kill. And it's 15-11. Summer Brand is back to serve. This one's set up. Far side. Down and in. Belle Weber is coming on. She joins Bush in double-digit kills now with 10. 15-12. Union is back to within 3. Can they close the gap even further? This one's poked in the air. And out. It's out. And a point for the Mustangs. Last touch by Allie Driscoll for Union. And the Mustangs have it back to within 4. Number 9, Kaylin Babcock will send this one over. It's saved, but they would have needed a 4th hit to put it back over. And unfortunately in volleyball, you only get 3. So now we'll go for a point for Union. It's 16-13. In the air. Down. That's an ace. An ace serve for Belle Weber. Belle Weber, her first ace serve to go along with her 11 kills. Fans another $5 to the IGHSAU to support future state volleyball events. Back-to-back ace serve for Belle Weber. And timeout, Mount Vernon. Union is back to within 1. They'll still be serving when we come back. You're watching the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Championship Network.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
Leaders start at Central College, and Scholar athletes succeed on the court in the classroom. In the past 12 years, or in the past years, 112 Central College student athletes have received academic all-conference recognition. Learn how to become more than a spectator by visiting central.edu. That was nearly ace number 3 in a row. But it's point again, and we're tied. Mount Vernon took a timeout, but it didn't work. As Belle Weber will go back to serve once again, as Mount Vernon will get another one. The kill goes to Lexi Nolan. This one's in the air. It's set up by Summer Brand. Battle for it at the net. Point Union. Lift is called. No, point's dead. Union was still going after the volleyball. They'd already earned the point. It's so loud inside this building, though, you can hardly hear whistles. That's the problem. You can't hear the whistles. It's so loud inside this building, but I wouldn't want it any other way. Get a little bit louder, maybe. Another point for Union. Union is leading by 2. They were trailing by 5. A 7-point swing. And Union leads by 2. It's 18-16. More serves coming from Union. This one set up by Driscoll, poked over. Set up now for Mount Vernon. Natalie Welsh finds her 7th kill. So the point finally will go back to the Mustangs, where they trail by 1. But after all that, only trailing by 1, I think for Mount Vernon, you're feeling okay. Driscoll sets this one up. And a big kill, unless Lexi Nolan keeps doing things like that. Her 5th. Ellie Driscoll will go back to serve here for the Knights. Number 4, the setter. This one's over. Pushed over by Ellison. And another kill. Back-to-back kills for Lexi Nolan. Timeout, Mount Vernon. The Knights lead by 3. You're watching the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Businesses are hiring DMAC grads.
DMAC's tuned into what the employers in the central Iowa area are looking for. They offer those courses and degrees in those areas that makes it very highly marketable.
A majority of jobs available just require the technical skills, the hands-on skills that you get with a 2-year degree. DMAC is more a model of the future because the students are employable right away.
I think DMAC does a great job of preparing you for life.
DMAC, life's calling.
Back to Cedar Rapids. I'm Vernon Eggleston. This is the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Championship Network. Got a great crew down here, working hard to bring you all of the quarterfinals and semifinals. Then we'll hand it off to our friends over at IPTV, who will handle all the finals tomorrow. This one's set up. Ellison blocked to the net. It will stay on the side of Union. That's in. That's in. A point for the Knights. The Mount Vernon fans didn't think so, but head coach Maggie Wilms, who's right there next to the official, she nodded yes. I like that from a coach. Don't just say, oh, that was out, because it's your team. It's in. You just got to tip your hat to the attacker and say, good hit. And that time it will be a point again for the Knights as Mount Vernon's in the net. All of a sudden, Mount Vernon was trailing by 5. Now all of a sudden they lead by 5. A 10-point swing. In the last 12 points, it's been a 10-point swing in favor of Union. Make it another one. All of a sudden, it's a 6-point lead for Union. The number 8 seed is 2 points away from taking set 3 and being 1 set away from a state championship game. A serve Number 4, Allie Driscoll with her first. Another $5 to the IGHSAU from Adrenaline Fundraisers. And Driscoll will serve one more time. Match point, or set point rather, I should say. Big dig came all the way back to the Mount Vernon side. Set up. Jasmine Bush, send us to 4. No. They're going to say that that was double hit. The Union crowd didn't like it. You could probably hear them. So the point will go to Mount Vernon. And Mount Vernon will need a point in bunches. They'll need 6 straight points if they want to tie this match back up. Couple of scrambles by both teams. Now it's Cranston who will push it over. Set. Down. Now I can say it. Jasmine Bush, send us to 4. 25-18. Union, the number 8 seed, has got a 2-1 lead. We head to set 4. Right after this, you're watching the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Championship Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right, you decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics, because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Hey, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu.
Iowa Public Television is the home of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Championships. We bring you live, uninterrupted coverage of the state championships in volleyball, basketball, soccer, and softball, plus special features highlighting the Iowa girl. Catch it all on statewide Iowa Public Television, on air or at iptv.org.
Back to Cedar Rapids, set 4. Could we ask for anything better than this here on day 3 of the State Volleyball Championship? Red Oak took set 3 from Kemper, who took the first 2. And so the number 2 seed and the number 3 seed across the way are actually, they started first. They're in a 4th set right now, 1-1. We're on our way to 4. As Sophie Winklepeck will start things off for Union. Union needs 25 points for a state championship. Jasmine, or to go to a state championship rather, I should say. This one's pushed over. Both teams scrambling for it. Finally, Driscoll will be able to set up the offense. Jasmine Bush sends it long, and the first point goes to Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon needs 25 points here, and they will need another 15 points in the next game. That's an ace. Ace serve for Mount Vernon. Number 10, Cameron Ellison picks up the ace. That's her second ace. Another $5 going to the IGHSAU. Oh my gosh, are we playing dodgeball? Lauren Schrock. Lauren Schrock is playing dodgeball out there. And she hammers that one right at Sophie Winklepeck. Three to 0 early for the Mustangs in a must-win set. This one's over. Driscoll sets it up into the net. 4 straight points to open up. Timeout, Union will take one as well. 4 to 0 Mount Vernon. You're watching the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships on the Mid-American Championship.
Now, lecture halls? Not anymore. Southwestern Community College is a different place. It's where we break from traditional college to do what's best for your career. It's about teaching the way you learn, having fun along the way, and giving you the experience you need for what comes next. A job and an income in as little as 1 year. That's why you go to college in the first place. Southwestern Community College. Your career starts here. Check out SWC's career-related programs at swciowa.edu/yourcareer.
Back to Cedar Rapids. It's the IGHSAU State Championship Volleyball action. Live from the U.S. Cellular Center. All of the action is presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau here in Cedar Rapids. 4 days of nonstop volleyball. We're on day 3 now. That one sent long. Was it touched? Mount Vernon says, I think it was touched. Referees say, I don't think it was. So Lexi Nolan will go back and serve now as Union, after the timeout, gets their first point, 4-1. Lauren Schrock destroys another volleyball. Somebody should check that one and make sure it's not lopsided. Following Schrock smoking it. 17 kills for Schrock in this match. This one's pushed over. Here comes Schrock again. Can she have another? No. It's saved by Union. Push back over Randall. Back to Schrock, laid in. Jasmine Bush and company able to get it over. Randall will feed it back to Union. Driscoll sets it up. Bush! Her 18th. Bush and Schrock are going back and forth for the match leading kills. Right now it's in the favor of Bush, who's got 18. Schrock's got 17. Bush will go back to serve. Bush has a serving ace. Natalie Welsh is blocked to the net. Back to Welsh again. This time she'll just lay it over. Winklepeck puts it in the air. Bell Weber now over with it. And Welsh out. Welsh sends it long, and it's back to a 2-point game. 5-3 in favor of Mount Vernon. Here we go. Bush lays it over. It's set up. Schrock, teardrop, no. Battle for it at the net. Lands on the side of Union, so that'll be a point for Mount Vernon. Couple of IMT substitutions coming in. First of all, it's number 9, Caitlin Babcock, who will come back to serve. Also coming in is number 2, Maddie Cranston. Cranston to the front row. Babcock to the back row to serve. Driscoll in the air. Jasmine Bush. That's tipped. No, never mind. It wasn't tipped. Looked close. But our amazing referee crew downstairs says it was close, but it wasn't tipped. All right, here we go. This one's over. Jasmine Bush sliding on her knees to grab that one. This one's set up. Back row. And a kill. Sarah Romberg. Romberg has her 5th. And all of a sudden, Mount Vernon leads by 5. But, should I say but one more time? But it was a 5-point lead for Mount Vernon in set 3 as well that Union overcame. Went on a 10-2 run to win the set. Not saying that Union will do it again, but they might. Natalie Welsh picks up kill number 8. And all of a sudden that 5-point lead has grown to a 6-point lead. And Babcock will continue to serve here for the Mustangs. Bush, one time. Driscoll back to Bush in the back row. That one is touched. Babcock, Cranston over. Winklepeck for Union. Now it's slid over, set up, and pushed in. Nice little free ball. It turns into a kill for number 3, Sarah Romberg. 2 kills in this set for Romberg, and Mount Vernon is on the verge of taking over this set. It's 10-3. Blocked in. Off a block. Excuse me, blocked out. Off a block and out. Either way, the point is going in favor of Union, who finally shuts off the run and gets it to back within 6. But Union is going to need a lot more where that came from, as they still trail by 6. Cranston over, that's in. Cranston lays it in, her 3rd. And a serve coming for Randall. So Randall to serve it. Winklepeck. Kill! Belle Weber. Belle Weber gets a kill. And after the kill, she'll go back to serve. A 6-point lead for Mount Vernon. But the serve is Belle Weber's of Union. And we're in Ellison over. Driscoll sets it up. Ooh, that one's well long. No touch. Both of these teams have asked for a touch about every single ball so far. They keep asking for it, but they're not getting them. So a point to Mount Vernon, 12-5 for the Mustangs. Winklepeck will come back to her, and she'll just free ball bump it over. It's set up. Ellison saved by Union. Not sure how, but they do. Again, Bush with a nice save. Ellison over. Winklepeck sets it up to Driscoll. Driscoll then sets it up to Nolan. They get it over. We'll go back to Nolan again. Now for Union is Mount Vernon over. Mount Vernon over again. Driscoll sets it up. Nolan, free ball. Bush, free ball in. Cranston, kill number 4. 4th kill on the day for Cranston. And it's 13-5. Red Oak has a 2-point lead on Kemper on the far side. Kemper led that one 8-4 at one point, and now it's 11-9. 7-1 run for Red Oak. And that'll be a point for Union as a service error into the net. And number 11, Laura Rempe will come in. Randall will take the serve, set it up to Ellison over. Blocked to the net. Scramble. It's down. Point for the Mustangs, who lead 14-6. Big lead for Mount Vernon. 14-6. It's an 8-point lead for the Mustangs. And Union is going to need a long run here to try to avoid going to a 5th set. Mount Vernon wants to send it to 5. Why not? Why not 5? Both of these teams have played 5 in their last 2. Union says, hey, we still got an opportunity here as they send down for a kill. That was number 6. Aubrey Gates, a freshman, 5'9", sends that one home. Sophie Winklepeck is serving. Here's a kill opportunity by Schrock. No, but Ellison's rebound opportunity does go down, and Ellison finds her 11th. You know, it looked like Schrock is a candidate. Ellison is a candidate for our Casey's player of the match coming up later. That one, though, into the net. Also, Jasmine Bush, a good candidate for that Casey's player of the match. That'll be coming up later on in this one. 15-8 is the score in favor of Mount Vernon. Need to win this one to send it on to 5. Union needs to win it to go to a state championship match tomorrow at 2:30. Less than 24 hours from now, one of these two teams will play underneath the spotlight. This one's free balled over. Jasmine Bush tried to send it over, but instead sends it into the net. And it's quickly 16-8. Slightly out of hand across the way as Red Oak now leads 16-11. They trailed 8-4 at one point. That serve sent long. Back to a 16-9 ball game over here. Well, that only seems fair. That both of our semifinals very well could go the same distance. Right now, both of them are in 4. Will they both go to 5? Could they both end in 4? We'll find out. The way it's going right now is both of them could be going on to 5 because both of the teams that are down are currently winning. That's a point for Schrock back into the score column for the first time in a while. Schrock back to 18, ties Bush for the match leading kills. And Mount Vernon running away here in set number 4, 17-9. Babcock will serve. This one's set up Driscoll. Randall now the other way. Cranston. Kill. A kill for Cranston. 18-9 is our score. Timeout Union. 18-9. We'll be right back. This is the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At Waldorf University, we are warriors. On campus and online. In the classroom and on the field. Our work today will power tomorrow, continuing a rich tradition started in 1903. And once you're one of us, you forever are. Waldorf University, we are warriors.
Back to Cedar Rapids. It's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. It's been a fun 3 days so far down here in Cedar Rapids. Got a hard-working crew. It's put on a good production of the semifinals, quarterfinals. We've been through 5A and 4A. Now we're in the midst of Class 3A. We still got 2A and 1A to come yet this evening, so stay with us. All right, back to volleyball action. Couple of nice scrambles and saves by each team. Driscoll will set this one up to Bush, who bumps it one time over the net. Set back up and over. That will be down. Was it in? No. That one goes long, and it's 18-10. Now Vernon just 7 points away from heading to Game 5 here with Union. Union would need 15 points if they're going to come back and win this in 4. That one's in the air. Cranston down the line. It's in. Cranston sends it down the line, tiptoeing the line. It's in. It's 19-10 in favor of the Mustangs. Randall sends this one. It's an ace serve for Randall, 20-10. Another $5 to the IGHSAU, courtesy of Adrenaline Fundraising. You need fundraising help? Give Adrenaline a call. All right, back to volleyball. Driscoll over the net to Mount Vernon. Here's Cranston from the 10-foot line. Driscoll sets this one back up. Weber floats it over. Now Bush will one-tap it, but out of bounds. Set 4 has been all Mount Vernon, and it continues that way, an 11-point lead. 21-10. Aubrey Gates will come back in, the freshman. She stands at 5'9", not a lot of freshmen do. Ace! Randall with an ace serve. Randall picks up an ace serve. Another $5 to the IGHSAU. All right, Randall sends it over again. Bush, Driscoll sets it up. Wow, crushed but out. 23-10. A 13-point lead. 2 points away. From game 5, will we go there? They're a little slow over there on court 2. They started game 4 before us, and we're way ahead of them. 24-10. 24-10. Mount Vernon is 1 point away from sending this to a game 5. Both teams, this will be their 3rd straight game 5 if we go. That would mean 14 match points that Union would have to spoil. No, we are off to 5. 25-10, the most lopsided victory of any set in this match goes to Mount Vernon. Does that give them an edge in game 5? We'll find out when we come back. 25-10. This is the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships on the Mid-American Championship Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right, you decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up!
Game on.
They say our idea of fun is morning tea.
And afternoon tea.
And anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action. And when we study, we're not exactly grounded.
But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
If you want to save more,
If you want a butcher who knows more,
If you want fewer aisles and more value,
less quantity, more quality,
if you want more of this,
and this.
and this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Hey, Central College has a new tuition price of just $18,600. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu.
At Casey's, we're here for early mornings and Friday nights. Here for the firsts and the traditions, through the good days and the tough times. We're here for the people who are here for each other. Casey's. Here for our town. Here for good. Now at Casey's, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $9.99 each.
Welcome back to Cedar Rapids, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championship. This place is an absolute ruckus right now. You got 4 student sections all wearing different colors. R2, bright, I don't even know what kind of red that is. Normal red, I'm gonna call it normal red. Like what you'd see like red. For Union student section, they're wearing red. Mount Pleasant is wearing white. Maroon and white are their colors. Across the way, Red Oak is not in red. They're in orange. And Kemper is in gray, it looks like. Red Oak is 1 point away from sending that to, 2 points away from sending that to 5. All right, we're into game 5 here in our matchup. The number 8 seed versus the number 5 seed. And the first point in 5 will go to Mount Vernon. One to 0 in favor of Mount Vernon. They rattled off a big win in game 5 after it looked like all the momentum was on the side of Union, coming back to take 3. Can Union weather the storm and maybe shut down this momentum from Mount Vernon, or will they keep it going? This one's set up. Bush blocked. Back down point. Mount Vernon, you can't get behind very quickly or very much here in set 5 because we only played a 15. And Mount Vernon quickly in the lead 2-0. The 2A teams are looking on. They're getting ready to play. But both of the 3A games are, well, we're in 5 and the other one could be going to 5. This one's set up. Schrock, yes! 3 straight points for Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon with a 27-10 advantage in the last 2 sets. This one's set up. And an ace serve! 4 straight points for Mount Vernon in 5. An ace serve. We'll tell you more about adrenaline ace serves when we come back. You're watching the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championship presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's madness here in Class 3A. Red Oak was trailing 2-0, have rattled off back-to-back sets, and have taken number 2 Kemper to 5. We're in 5 right now, and Union has got to get something going right now because they are tiptoeing the line of trouble. There you go. Take a timeout, get a point. As that one's blocked back down. It's been the battle between Schrock and Bush. Schrock's got 20 kills. Bush with 18. Schrock's got 20, only playing front row though. That's the more impressive part. Back-to-back points for Union as that one's short. So that's the impressive part. Schrock she only plays 3 rotations. She plays front row, that's it. Bush plays front and back. Not taking anything away from Bush, but just more credit to Schrock. 20 kills playing half rotations. That's in, 3 straight for Union. 3 straight points following a timeout by Union. Good timeout by Brian Jesse, the head coach for the Union Knights. Continuing to serve. Make it 4. Each team with the run of 4. Timeout Mount Vernon. Each team with a run of 4. Each team with a timeout. We're even at 4. The State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Businesses are hiring DMAC grads.
DMAC's tuned into what the employers in the central Iowa area are looking for. They offer those courses and degrees in those areas that makes it very highly marketable.
A majority of jobs available just require the technical skills, the hands-on skills that you get with a 2-year degree. DMAC is more a model of the future because the students are employable right away.
I think DMAC does a great job of preparing you for life.
DMAC, life's calling.
Back to Cedar Rapids. Both student sections are riling up. Actually, both student sections are wild right now, and actually both student sections are looking at their parent sections, trying to rile up their parent sections. So now the parent sections are all riled up. Everybody's riled up. The teams are tied at 4. We're playing for a berth in the Class 3A state championship right here in Cedar Rapids. What more could we ask for? Both of these teams have played back-to-back 5-set matches. Advantage Union, the number 8 seed, as Bush finds kill number 19. Union needed 5 sets to beat Dyke, 5 sets to beat Assumption. Mount Pleasant needed 5 sets to beat New Hampton, 5 sets to beat West Liberty. Now one of these two will need 5 sets to beat the other. 5 straight points for Union. Can they add another one? Or will Mount Pleasant tie us at 5? Mount Pleasant ties us at 5. That was just a free ball that ended up landing in, and Schrock will get credit for the kill. She kind of looked at the rest of her teammates, kind of like, well, I mean, I really can't do anything wrong because she can't. She's doing everything right. That's in, ace serve. Summer Brand. That's an adrenaline fundraiser, ace serve. $5 more going to the IGHSAU to support future volleyball events. Summer Brand will serve again. Winkle-Black over to Bush, and that one lands up into the stand with our head referee, Jennifer Lewis. And unfortunately, she is not playing. And we're tied at 6. This one's set up. Schrock lays it over. Bush takes it. Driscoll. That's a kill. Slam one home. Bellweber. Bellweber adds her 15th kill. So Bush has 20. Weber has 15. It's been the duo. It's 17-6 here in Game 5, rather. That's out. Timeout, Mount Vernon. Union leads by 2. Timeout, Mount Vernon. Their final. We'll be right back. The IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Back to Cedar Rapids, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Red Oak is storming hot over there against Kemper. And looks like there's some fire going on in the Kemper huddle right now as they're trying to get their teams pumped up. Red Oak looking for the reverse sweep. Kemper was, to start this season, was one of the picks. If you had to do a way too early pick for a state championship match, Kemper was in it. Mount Vernon takes a timeout, though, and gets a point. Comes back. Now it's 8-7 in favor still of Union, but Mount Vernon gets one back. Babcock will come in to serve now. Had a good day serving. Battle for it at the net. It's down on the Union side. We're tied at 8. I don't even know if we're I don't know if we'll play the 15. I don't know. The way we're going right now, we won't play the 15. We'll be playing to more points than that. I don't think anybody's going to let this one get to 15 or stop at 15 the way they're playing right now, but we'll find out here in the next few points. Woo, that's a smoking hot shot there from Weber. Back to the Union side. Here's Jasmine Bush to the back row. Randall one time. Over to Cranston. Big dig. And enough that it can be set back. Both teams with some phenomenal plays here. Another one. That time, Lexi Nolan. And Weber will just have to push it over. That allows Mount Vernon to set up the offense, but sends it long. And it's Union 9, Mount Pleasant 8. Both teams have one timeout. No, Mount Vernon's used both, right? Yes, Mount Vernon's used both. Union still has one. 9-8. We can't even pick a Casey's General Store player of the match yet. We don't know who it will be. But it will be coming up thanks to our friends at Casey's General Stores. All right, that's served into the net. We're tied at 9. Everybody in this arena is intrigued. Osage fans right behind us, they're watching intently because they're intrigued just by the play of these two teams. That's down, that's an ace. An ace serve from Mount Vernon. Randall with an ace serve. Another $5 going to the IGHSAU courtesy of Adrenaline Fundraisers. Randall's third. This one's over, and nearly another ace. A push back to the Mount Vernon side. Cranston, a kill. A 2-point lead and a timeout for Union. They need one as well. We need a timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
If you're looking for a Class 2A semifinal, it'll be coming up, but it's got to wait because we got to get through 3A first, and we're playing some good volleyball in Class 3A. Welcome back to the U.S. Cellular Center, everybody. It's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Randall sends this one over. It's set up by Driscoll, and a kill! A big one from Belle Weber. Smokes that one home. And it's a 1-point game. It's 11-10. Western Christian, they're getting in their place. They want to come down and cheer on their fans here pretty soon, or their team pretty soon. They got to wait. Western Christian Osage is on the way here in court number 1. But first, we got to finish Class 3A, as that's another kill for Union. Back-to-back points after the timeout by Union. And we're tied at 11. This one's over, taken by Randall. Set up. Driscoll now on the other side for Union, blocked at the net. It's out. It's out of bounds. And it's a 12-11 lead for the Mustangs. Coming in is number 5, Rachel Axtell. She'll go back to serve. Axtell's jump and a serve. Taken awkwardly. Miscommunication. Miscommunication between Bush and Romberg. Bush was going to just push it over. Romberg came in and they collided. And the ball fell to the floor. 2-point lead for Mount Vernon. This next point might be the most crucial one that either of these two teams have played all year long. As it's either going to be 14 or 12. It's 12. Again, another crucial point coming up for Union. Don't want to get Mount Vernon to 14 before they get to 13. So that was a very crucial point for Union. Could be a season saver. We'll find out in a little bit. This one barely just tips over the net. Set up. Driscoll. Bush. Kept alive by Mount Vernon. It's a point. Cranston puts it home. And guess what? Mount Vernon fans, you're 1 point away. Union fans, you need a couple. But for Mount Vernon, they get to bring Lauren Schrock back in. And it will be Lauren Ryan, the junior, will serve the most crucial point in the season for Mount Vernon. It's long. It's long, 14-13. One more point for Union. They got to have this one. Now it's all in the hands of Sophie Winklepeck, the junior herself. Gets to have the most crucial serve of her season and probably her volleyball career. Taken by Mount Vernon. It's set up. They're going to go to Schrock. Why not? Schrock wins it. Schrock wins it for Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is heading to the state championship. Mount Vernon wins. It's Lauren Schrock. 21 kills. And she finishes it off. Number 5, Mount Vernon will meet the winner of number 3, Red Oak, and number 2, Kemper. We got to talk about our Casey's General Store player of the match. And why not? It's got to be number 15, Lauren Schrock. 21 kills and the game winner. Congratulations to Lauren Schrock. Fans Casey's General Store is proud to sponsor the Iowa High School Girls Athletic Union and today's player of the match. Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities and cheering on our local teams and fans, making sure there is fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Visit Casey's.com or the Casey's mobile app for easy ordering and specials. And once again, congratulations to Lauren Schrock on being named today's Casey's Player of the Match. Now let's head downstairs to Gina Rogers for today's awards ceremonies. Back up here in the booth. Both of these teams, Union, don't hang your head. You upset number 4, Dyke New Hartford to get here. Once he got here, you upset number 1, number 1, Davenport Assumption, but I know moral victories are tough to take for Union, but a good season for the Union Knights. And for Mount Pleasant, they will play at 2:30 tomorrow right here inside the U.S. Cellular Center for a state championship. They will either get Kemper Catholic or Red Oak. Right now it's Kemper leading 11-9 over in game number 5. Wow. That was phenomenal. I don't know if we can top that. I don't know. You can't get much better than that. That was phenomenal. The next one here on court number 1 should be just as good, if not, well, I don't know if you can get much better. So it should be just as good as Osage and Western Christian. We'll see who will punch their ticket to the Class 2A championship. We'll find out that next. Emery will be back with you to close out Class 2A and Class 1A here on court number 1. It's been fun this week. We got a couple more to go. We got a championship in Class 5A, Class 4A, and one in Class 3A. For myself, Sarah Nagastel, Devin Taylor running the board, running the control board, and Reese Webb over on camera. We'll see you in a little bit. You've been watching a presentation of the IGHSAU Digital Network, which is powered by Mid-American Energy, a production of the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, which is presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.